Mike Moore Media.
I'm delighted to talk to Rockingham County artist Mary Ryan. She's on the media line right now. Hey, Mary. Hey, Happy New Year, too.
Hi, Happy New Year. Good morning.
Off to a good start. I know you're busy, always.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, what's going on that we need to know about, Mary?
Well, I'll tell you a couple of quick things first.
Mm-hmm.
In 2023, I am doing a project with the city of Reedsville regarding their 150th sesquicentennial celebration.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that they have a lot of things planned all year, but one of the projects is an art project. So they're going to have 2 quilt squares that will be installed when they're done, and one of them I'm doing myself completely, which will have a lot of symbols in it about the story of Reedsville, past, present, and future.
Mm-hmm.
And then there will be a second one that I'm going to set up and get started, and then the community is going to participate in doing 4 sections of it. And then I'll get it back and fix it up and varnish it. So it's an interactive public project. It gives people a chance to be a part of the project.
What a wonderful idea. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the city's idea, not mine.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But I agreed to do it. Since I did an interactive project at the Teen Center last year,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of a continuation of that.
Yeah, got that connection there.
Yeah. Then in 2023, I have received an artist support grant, a regional grant from the North Carolina State Arts Council. It's being managed by the Stokes County Arts Council.
Oh, I love our friends at Stokes County. I love Eddie and those people there.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
So Laurel and Dossett, who's a singer, songwriter,
Mm-hmm.
musician, is
Well done.
kind of heading that Stokes Arts.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will be painting another series of 30 paintings again this year.
Oh, wow.
And so that paid for the majority of the supplies so that I could do it. Because it's very expensive up front to buy all of the supplies to do a series of paintings.
I imagine. So that'll be there in the Apple Gallery. Is that right?
At some point, I could bring it over there, but it'll take me all of this year to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's an exciting project right there, it sounds like.
Yeah, and I kind of it was a shot in the dark, never thought it would come through, and then it did, so now I have to do it.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, can you give us a clue about the paintings? Is there a theme? Is there something you're already beginning to create on that?
Yeah, as an artist, we do a lot of painting what other people want, and especially doing a lot of commission work, which I do. Mm-hmm. Most of my work is commission work, and so this series is to give me a chance to just paint what I feel like painting.
Oh, wow.
More intuitive work, and so anything could come out. So I'm calling it Unfolding, the series, and it's going to be more of a meditative, intuitive process to see what comes out on the canvas when it's just coming straight from me, which I've never done in all these years. So this will be really interesting.
Well, that will be. This is probably something you're really excited. This is a very special project, personally.
Very, yeah. It's a very unique opportunity.
Yeah.
For me.
Far from commissioned work. Me asking you to paint something for me.
Yeah,
it's you.
And it'll be a nice break in between the other commissions that I end up doing this year. Mm-hmm. But the painting series that I did last year, which I also did with the grant, again, because it's a lot of money just to buy 30 canvases. Mm-hmm. And then you've got to buy the paint and all the other materials to, prep it and seal it. So last year in 2022, I completed the Architecture series, ART Architecture, which features Rockingham County buildings and a couple from Greensboro that don't have murals on them, but in the paintings, depicted them with murals on them, and got to have a lot of fun with that, of getting really creative, and also getting community input on several of them, on some significant ones, particularly the ones with cultural themes to them. Mm-hmm. So that I completed just barely in December. It's just under the wire. And so now this week I've been, tagging them and getting them ready to go on exhibit. So the first exhibit is happening in February in Reedsville. Had a heck of a time finding a place big enough to hang 30 paintings, some of which are quite large.
Well, I was going to ask you before you go any further. I know I've seen that work, and it's absolutely beautiful, of course. Now, the Stokes Arts project, will that be different sizes as well?
It will be different sizes. They'll all be big. They're all very
big.
large
Okay, I got you. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt there.
I need a lot of space. I'm used to walls, not little canvases.
Right,
so
yeah.
I really like the bigger the better for me. For
Okay,
canvases.
sure. You got to have that palette. So the exhibit goes up in February.
This architecture one goes up in February for its first exhibit.
Mm-hmm.
So it is at the Art Cares Center on North Washington Street. It's really close to where the Recreation Center is, almost across the street, just a little further up.
So will that be up in time for the open house and all of that going on next month?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's I'm going to be hanging it on Monday and Tuesday, and the show technically opens on Wednesday, February 1st, and runs all the way through the month.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll be there on the 1st and also on the 16th at the lunchtime from 12 to 1 to meet and greet people who would like to talk to me about what I did. And I'm also a member of the Reedsville Chamber of Commerce, so they wanted to give me a ribbon cutting, so we decided that would be the perfect place and time to do it, would be while that exhibit is hanging. And so that ribbon cutting event will be on February 16th from 12 to 1 with the chamber members coming, and of course the public is always welcome.
I'm writing this down.
To that one as well.
February 16th for the ribbon cutting. Yeah, Diane Sawyer, for those that don't know, president of the Reedsville Chamber of Commerce, has her first monthly podcast with us coming up Monday, the 30th. So we'll probably be talking about what's going on at Arcare and your exhibit doing that ribbon cutting, I'm sure.
Right. And our cares themselves, February is Black History Month, so they have their own things that they're doing that month. So that's why they wanted this exhibit to happen in February, so that it could all be together.
Yeah, that's going to be a busy month for them, looks like.
Right. Very busy.
Wow.
And it's a beautiful place. For anybody who hasn't been in there, I had never walked in, and when I went to go see it and see if there was enough space to hang all these paintings, I was just in awe how beautiful this place is. People apparently come from all around, even as far as Danville, to go.
Beautiful facility.
And use the facilities.
Yeah.
So that's great to know that resource is right here in the county.
Right, Arcare. Now, is there plenty of room for you then?
There is. We were going to initially hang it in the hall, but they have a shelving system that's really designed for a lot of smaller pieces because they exhibit pieces that their own center members create.
Right.
And so these paintings are kind of big, and that was going to be an issue, and we decided that they would be better hung all together on one wall in one of the end rooms. So there's like a big yoga room down there, a yoga jazzercise room that has an entire wall of windows and an entire wall of mirrors. It's very well lit, so we're just going to do it in there and put it all in one spot together.
Oh, that is absolutely wonderful.
Wall.
Yeah, can't wait to see that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and
that said, way, there's plenty of room for people to move around and look at it.
Right. And then you said, again, you'll be there for a meet and greet February 1st and 16th, 12 to 1.
Right.
Good. I've got it on my calendar. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
So 2 other things that I'm working on. I have a very hard time finding time to update my website, so I've been working on that diligently through all of January and will be through most of February. But I've got to put on the last round of things that I completed, like the Moorhead High School murals need to go on there. Things like that, the teen center projects that happened last year have to go on there. But the big exciting thing is that I started a blog, an artist blog.
Okay.
And, one of the things I'm trying to do, as well as when I talk to you in this podcast once a month, is talk about what's going on in the whole county with artists and I'm encouraging artists to reach out to me and tell me what they're up to, so that I can get make this into more of a general art report about the county and see what other people are doing. And same thing with the blog, is trying to, talk about different types of art as well and create links to other people's pages and websites and create just more awareness of what's going on here, because there's a lot going on that most people never hear about. And I think it'd be really nice for people to hear about all of the different artists and all of the different things happening.
Oh,
that's kind of one of my goals of this year.
Yeah, that's a good goal. Yeah, that's a good. That's going to be a wonderful resource to spotlight other artists and what's happening in the art world in our county. That's great. Okay.
Right.
So that
and some of it is going to be like new information for younger people that are getting into the arts and have interests and want to get some knowledge. That's another purpose for it as well.
Yeah. In my younger days, I did some painting. I still have some of those things, but never trained in that. But always enjoyed the creativity of that, and just taking something blank and making something out of it. I just always appreciate that talent that anybody has. So the website is up now, but the blog is coming soon. All right, some point.
Well, the first blog posted. I'm working on finishing the second one today.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Weekly.
Okay, good.
I'll
check it out.
I'm going to try to do something weekly.
Okay.
So that's kind of like my community contribution for this year, since I'll probably be in the studio more this year than I was last year. And it's just a way to kind of coming back from where COVID shut everything down too, where people just weren't getting out and getting together. I know some of us have a little artist chat going where, we can at least talk to each other that way. But I think it's nice to have the public have access to hear about what people are doing.
Oh, it is. Excellent. Yeah, that'll be a great tool. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, our time is winding down, but it's always delightful to talk to you. Thank you, Mary, for what you do here in Rockingham County, all of the beautiful work that you create. And it's there for us to, you share that, and there for us to enjoy in so many projects. And thank you for telling us about some of the new things you're working on as well this year.
Well, thank you. Yep, always working on more. And the exhibit that I have in February, I am working on coordinating other locations in the county. I just don't have set dates.
Okay.
Yet. So probably by next month I'll know more about that.
Okay. Well, we will talk next month on the fourth Friday as usual. Thanks, Mary.
Right. All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
That's Rockingham County artist Mary Ryan. Actually, she really hasn't been in our area that many years, but has certainly made a wonderful impact in so many ways. Thank you, Mary, for that. And she mentioned that new website. You can get to that now. It will run, I think, in parallel with her current one. But the new one is MaryEDRyanArt.com. And you'll find the artist's blog there, MaryEDRyanArt.com. And while I have a moment here, I know Mary is so involved in our communities all over Rockingham County. I would like to remind you to support our artists community and our local businesses. Shop local in Rockingham County.